Dr. Tanya Martin is extremely passionate about working with and assisting African Americans due to the fact that the divorce rate amongst this population is about 51%. Consequently, she's interested in MAD therapy, otherwise known as making a difference therapy, in the lives of those she treats.
Because don't we sometimes say, do you hear me? Are you listening? I don't want to be heard, I want you to listen to me, because we can hear what's going on outside there, but listening goes so much deeper.
Why did I want to be a psychologist? I love that question. It's a great question because I knew at an early age that I wanted to be a psychologist. I was introduced to the field by accident. And I found out about psychology because I had this strong desire to work with and help people. My mother gave me the initial definition of it, and as I continued on into junior high school, we had a career day, and our teacher gave us a further definition of various careers, and psychology just stuck with me. It never ever left. And so as a result, I've been a psychologist for over 2 decades and just thrilled to help people as I go to work every day. It doesn't even feel like work, it's just my passion. In this particular video, I decided to target specifically African Americans because of my years in working with various populations. What I saw was a need for African Americans to really embrace therapy and various mental health services. I even did my doctoral dissertation on African Americans receiving couples therapy. A lot of us don't seek out those forms of services, and based on my research and the research of others, what I found is that African Americans, we have the highest divorce rate amongst other cultures. Is right now at about 51%. When we do come to therapy, the work is very effective, is very helpful, and because of that, I've decided to branch out and do workshops, retreats, symposiums, things of that sort, because I really want to reach the masses, and doing the mental health work in those settings affords me the opportunity to reach larger audiences. Now let me just add that my work is not just geared towards African Americans. As I believe I said earlier, I work with a variety of populations, but again, I want to help those people that may have a greater need. And as a result, Blacks, African Americans, based on the statistics, really report a greater need. And so that's why this video is slated and aimed towards that population.
You know, it forces you to look at yourself, to look inside, forces you to look at the other person differently. And then it kind of struck an internal note with me, because I have a more global look at this whole piece of therapy, relationship therapy, how it relates to African Americans, as you talked about, the stigma that it has in our community. And of course, we're facing a crisis in our community now in terms of youth violence, black on black crime, single family homes, single parent homes, that all stems back to our ability to maintain a good, strong family unit, which is really the fabric of America and the success or failure of where we are here. And so it has a personal note for me in terms of what I think we should have in the African American community.
Oh, it's benefited me huge amounts. Dr. Martin, you have helped me acknowledge some of the things that I never knew about myself, whether it was an insecurity, whether it was a strength, whether it was like a good thing or a bad thing of something. I won't say bad, because your flaws aren't always bad, but as long as you embrace them and understand things a lot clearer, then I think that your process is going to also always be beneficial.
I deal with our culture of Black people, and I see a lot of people need mental health help. And with the loss of my wife, I see myself spiraling in that direction, and I didn't want to be a statistic of what I seen, so I reached out and took the help.
Now I am a firm believer of therapy, And I always, explain to my friends and family how much it has benefited me and how much growth I've had since I started.
Prior to meeting Dr. Martin, I just didn't know where to go. I just felt so hopeless, so empty. I just lost my best friend. I didn't know. But with the help that she provided to me, she gave me the strength to go on.
She exposed me to another level of this therapy with a concept in relationship therapy that really struck a note with me. And she brought in the father, if you will, of that concept. And it kind of rang a bell with me that said, this is something that should be shared in the African American community, which it hadn't been up to that point. In terms of increasing our capability to just live and function together as man and woman, as creating family units. And so the ability to do that on a large scale through forums and seminars and group meetings, etc., I think is just an absolutely outstanding technique.
I would recommend any and everyone to go. If you had any type of traumatic experience, whether it be in childhood, whether it be an adult, I would honestly say just put your pride to the side and receive the help. It's there. It's there for the taking. And I guarantee you will not regret it.
What I'd like to leave the viewers and the listeners with is that therapy, mental health services is a good thing. For example, if we get a toothache, we're going to the dentist, and we don't have a problem in doing that. When we get a new job and our new employer says, you need to go and get a physical, we don't have a problem in doing that. However, if we're a bit sad, depressed, or blue, we sometimes keep it a secret when we venture out to get some form of mental health services. Mental health services included in your total physical health is a total workup. It's holistic and it's valuable. It's a good and a positive thing. As a student of this work, I had to do 1 to 2 semesters of therapy myself. And I'm telling you, it was so effective. I'm telling you, because of that work, it's made me a better person, me a better therapist. And I continue to seek out any necessary help that I need today, because I know the better I am, the better I can assist and help my clients. And let me just say, because I so believe in the benefits of therapy and the difference that it makes in the lives of people, I sometimes call it MAD therapy, which is making a difference therapy, because when it's utilized and it's utilized properly, it does just that. It makes a difference in the lives of people that receive it.
Dr. Tanya Martin is a clinical psychologist, college professor, and author. She's available for workshops, seminars, symposiums, and retreats. She can be reached at the Center for Individual and Family Counseling, located in Southfield, Michigan. Visit her website at drtmartin.com, or you can call her at 248-421-4202.